Alright guys, JW here. I am going to be casting this replay. I am a spectator, this is live, and this is Blodian, a friend of a friend, and this is Storple. He is my friend. He is a fellow Marylander like me, and so we actually met on Husky's channel. And so let's just look at the production. Oh wow, there actually is production on the spectator mode. So they are both Zerg, and Storple will be the purple Zerg, and Blodian will be the pink Zerg on the bottom. So they are spawning cross map, and they are both massing up drones. So we are not going to be seeing a 6-pool here, 6-pool rush. And Storple here just scouting, see if he's by here, and Blodian will be using his drone to actually scout around. Same with Storple. Storple is actually using both his Overlord and his drone to scout. And Blodian will be sending his Overlord across the map just to scout that way. So I guess that would be convenient. So Blodian will be getting a faster spawning pool than Storple here. And so Storple getting his pool at 13. Blodian is getting early extractor. I guess he is going to be trying to go for the metabolic boost for the Zerglings. Let's take a quick look at APM here. So Storple is ahead on the APM by slightly a little bit, but this just tends to change over time, so we cannot really rely on this right now. In terms of income, Storple is ahead by about 100 minerals, well, now about 200 minerals per minute, but Blodian does have that gas advantage. Harvester count is 14/10, and there are some early Zerglings out. Storple, unfortunately, does not have the defenses ready right now to actually fight this off should Blodian actually decide to attack. But Blodian, I'm not... Okay. So he was just coming back, and this scout is also returning back to the base. I think they both know where each other are. So in terms of spending, army size, Blodian is ahead. Technology, Storple is ahead because I believe he is getting that Roach Warren. Yes, he is. And that is going to be quite exciting to see a all Zergling. Actually, we did discuss this a little bit before the game started, but Blodian is going to go, I believe, all Zergling, while Storple will be going I guess, his Zerg build. So he does see that he should try to kill that as soon as possible, but his queen is totally dancing like a pro. Like, I'm gonna do the queen dance. So actually, he should send in these Zerglings before the roaches spawn, because he can take out that queen, and he probably could take out some of these drones if they are not microed correctly. So this queen is injecting larvae. For those of you that don't know, the more larvae you have, the better. So the queen actually does add 4 larvae. I believe it takes... I'm not so sure how long it takes, but it does take a little bit of time. He is spawning that creep tumor, but it doesn't really matter here because it is beneficial to both teams at this point since they are both Zerg. So if your opponent has creep and you are a Zerg, you will get a speed bonus. That is pretty important to note. So on the way, there are some more overlords for Storple. He is going to be moving out with this fairly sized Zergling Roach Force, but the Zergling is kind of far ahead. But I think that Blodian will be able to hold this off for a little bit. He's getting an evolution chamber for these Zerglings, so he will be getting the carapace for the Zerg ground units. So while Storple is getting a second extractor, his lair, and some more roaches, I don't think he has any of the roach upgrades up yet because there is no lair up. He doesn't have the metabolic boost, and we are about to see a battle going down here. It would be pretty crucial if Blodian could hold this ramp, but that drone is getting in. Okay, good, so he's taking that out. These roaches might get surrounded, but he is actually holding a pretty good... Oh my gosh, he's gonna get... Oh, why did he pull out? That would have been a perfect moment just to totally wipe those roaches. And so we aren't seeing any upgrades here. He does have a lot of gas. I personally think that he should pull some of these drones off this gas line and just put them onto the minerals here. Overlord is just still hanging out here just to make sure, checking for expansions, I guess. Storple is on double gas, while Blodian is still on single gas. Let's check out the income here. So the mineral income is about the same. The gas, Blodian is ahead by around 50 to 80 gas per minute. I believe it's per minute. Units lost so far. Blodian is ahead in terms of actual resources saved, but he did lose one extra unit, and so these roaches will be massing up here. Yeah, that's about it so far. He is spraying this creep tumor fairly well, I might add. And this evolution chamber is finally getting that melee attack for these Zerglings. I believe it's one attack for the Zerglings, but I may be wrong on that. So he's getting a lair, but if he is going to just be pumping out Zerglings, he really should want to get that adrenal glands, because 20% more attack speed means 20% more damage, and that is very good news for a Zerg player. Who doesn't want 20% more damage? So Storple here does have his infestation pit out. I don't know if he's actually making any infestors. He is not making. He's just pumping out roaches, and none of them actually have an expansion yet. Oh, so Storple is going for that expansion at 41 supply. A little late for a pro Zerg player. Most of them usually get it around 15 or slightly after that, or maybe around 20, just for safety. But a spine crawler will be going down here. This is a really great placement on Storple's part, because it can defend this hatchery right here, and it also blocks up the ramp, kind of, and creates a wall. So it's hard for people to get in. This is actually good, because if it was air units, it wouldn't really matter, because the spine crawler can't really do anything against that. So we are going to see this massive Zergling battle, this Zergling attack. This queen did spot that, and so did this creep tumor. And if he doesn't micro, if Storple does not micro these roaches, he is going to be in for a nasty surround. But the spine crawler finally is out, and it should be able to take out a lot of Zerglings. It looks like the Zerglings have a pretty amazing surround on this. So they are going to try to take this. It does do 5 less damage to light units. And so the Zerglings are going to totally cream that queen. But he does have a second queen out already. And these drones should actually be enough to take these out. He is being forced to pull the drones off the line, so it will be a dramatic income decrease for him. So Storple here behind by around 600 minerals right now per minute, but he is still ahead on the gas. I'm not quite sure why why Blodian is continuing to get gas. Probably for these upgrades. After that, I guess he would just go after these adrenal glands. So he's not getting any of the Overlord upgrades. He's not getting Burrow. Let's check out the production tab here. He is just continuing to mass up Zerglings. Oh, wow, look at this Zergling force. It is just gonna totally destroy this lair. And Storple saying, ah, good game. And this in fact really is a good game here. Mass Zerglings versus Roaches. Roaches just got totally creamed by this. And it is game over. I just want to remind you guys to... just want to ask you guys to subscribe, and I will be trying to do these more high-level games, but I just happen to be a spectator in this match with my friends here, so I decided to cast it. I thought this was pretty cool. How, like, if you guys check out my previous video, TLO actually got beat by using something similar to this build with mass Zerglings, but so this is just all depends on who you're playing against and how good you are, and here actually. So yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I know I sure did. This was actually pretty exciting for me. Look at all these Zerglings just totally destroying this. And so I'm going to leave now, and this is actually really fun for me. So bye-bye.